moving on.
My turn to ask.
To read it, yeah.
It doesn't matter. Okay, how do you deal with insecurity?
Ugh.
Your own and your mates.
That's
Whew, that's a loaded question.
That is loaded. That's a whole lot right there. Did I pull that one?
Yes, you did. You want to
put it back? No, I'm just kidding.
Do you want to talk about this?
How do you deal? Whew, this is this is heavy for men and women.
Right.
A lot of women have that, but it's really bad when a guy has it because it makes you look very weak. So I don't know if we're talking about a man or a woman, just in general. Yeah, I guess.
Because everybody, I think,
yeah,
everybody has some level of insecurity about something in their life that they don't feel as proud about or as accomplished in their own personal goal aspirations.
See, that's so funny that you went there with the word insecurity because I was thinking about, like jealousy or how you feel about the other person. But you were going there?
Well, see, I wasn't staying there, but okay. I know that for some people, not having certain accoutrements at certain ages is that a little dent in your self-esteem.
Yeah.
And so, why the phone got ring?
Really? We don't never answer them.
But that is a little ding that the men feel about their insecurity. So that's why I went there. But I know
deal with your insecurity.
How you deal with them? You need some help. Really,
it depends on how deep it goes.
That's
like
true.
If it's affecting how you're dealing with your mate and you're putting all your insecurities toward that person and they ain't had nothing to do with whatever you're feeling, but every time they move to the left or move to the right or go around to the corner of the store and you be like, where were you? He just went to the store. Okay, see, he doing that. It used to be me. But I'm good. I don't have that issue no more. But you know how I dealt with that? I had to really...
Years, what, 1 through 4?
Well, I just
5.
didn't believe anything you said. But you proved me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And see, that's what happened. But what I did have
that's the thing. I didn't try to validate her insecurities.
I just did me.
Yeah.
And I was who I am, and that's who I'm going to be.
And over time, she began to trust.
Yeah, because I had a lot of trust issues.
The insecurity that she had.
I had a lot of trust issues from past relationships. And so I did not really believe, I was very pessimistic. And I really didn't really believe anything he said when he said it. But I just listened and I'd be like,
okay, let me just wait till he go to the left, even though he said he going to the right.
But after a while, when he just kept following through and doing, because that's my biggest pet peeve, and following through and doing exactly what he said, then I started looking at me and dealing with me because I was like,
well, dang, he is doing what he said, whatever.
So every time I would have those thoughts, because they don't go away. I mean, eventually they do. I mean, it's been a long time, so they go away eventually. But for a long time, I would still have whatever thought of insecurity or whatever. I wouldn't say anything. I would internalize that and start talking to myself like,
you need to stop tripping.
Because I was really putting a lot of stuff that didn't have nothing to do with him.
So how'd you deal with it?
I was introspective with my thoughts, and I start really basically talking to myself and asking,
and why are you feeling that way? Because what he's doing is the complete opposite.
So over time, when I kept having those conversations with myself, then it just, and you kept proving me wrong and just kept being you, they eventually just kind of went away because that's not who you are.
I think the way that I dealt with your insecurities is that, like I said, I didn't try to disprove them. I just tried to be me. And what I learned from that was you have to let your yes be your yes and your no be your no.
Ooh, had it been wrong one time, it would.
and what I was able to do by saying whatever it is I wanted to say one time declaratively, like,
no, this is how I feel. I'm not going to argue with you about my feelings or this is what I'm saying and this is what I mean.
I'm not trying to...
So what you mean to say?
No, I don't mean to say anything. This is what I said and this is what I mean.
Oh.
And so I did not try to logically explain into her understanding what I meant. I just said it and it was so.
I said it and it was so. And that's what I said, period.
That's how I carried it. I carried it like that.
That worked because had you strayed from what you said, which is my big pet peeve from past issues and trust, that would have just killed your credibility on all counts or whatever. So, another reason why how I dealt with myself is I did not like the way that I saw it made him feel when I was putting those things on him, and that really wasn't him. I didn't like the way I saw how it was affecting him, and so then I really started talking to myself like,
because I
I hit it with the
If you keep blaming me or saying that I feel or mean these things, I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like when I actually do mean
I didn't
what
want
I
to
want
see
to say.
that. I wasn't trying to see that. So I was like,
wait.
If you keep questioning that I love you, let me show you what not loving you looks like so you can see the difference.
I got myself together. That's what I did.
So I think, because we want to round this out,
Yeah.
I think what you want to do to deal with your insecurity is you have to be honest with yourself. Be like, yes, I do have some insecurities, and really hash them out with your mate. And that your mate hopefully will be sensitive to that. If they're not, then you need to get somebody that you can talk to, somebody, an accountability person,
Yeah.
or one of your female or male
Male.
same-sex friends that has some experience in relationship and dealing with that you can talk through your issues with, because you're going to need some help figuring out what is truth and what is fact. The insecurity from a man's perspective, that's fine, is comes from feeling like you should have or you should be doing or you're not able to do as much as you think you should do. But in my experience, a woman is like, if you would just be confident in who you are, in whatever resources you have, whatever you've accomplished, if you just own that and be confident in it, then she will have confidence in you.